Hey,
Hello.
how you doing? Man, I'm excited. I'm glad today is Friday. Somebody got off early today.
Yes,
Took
I
off
did.
early.
Yes, I did. Not complaining.
What's the plans?
I don't know. I want to enjoy, relax, get some good food, and just enjoy the nice weather.
Well, me and my son went to the hibachi place in Orange, Connecticut.
Yes.
And man, we ate a belly full. The only thing I hate is that when you go without eating as much calories, when you do eat, I don't care how much you try to stick to the script.
You overload?
You're going to overload every time. Which I only had 2 plates. It just felt like I eat more than I would normally eat. Plus, he wasn't helping with the peer pressure. You know, but yeah, you know how that goes. The enabler. So yeah, we're going to have fun. I thought about maybe taking a trip to up the coast.
Yeah. To
go to this nice seafood buffet.
Right.
I'm talking lobster, shrimp, unlimited.
Everything. You got a certain amount of time to eat it, though.
I heard about it, but guess what?
We haven't been yet?
And it's 120 a person or something like that.
For like 2-3 hours?
I would try it. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll see. We'll tell you all about it if we so decide to do that.
Right. Exactly.
I also thought about going to Michael Jordan's
restaurant.
Yeah, we haven't been there in probably 2 years. Yeah. I'm thinking that was good, man. That steak was like this here.
Yeah, Michael. What about
man? You can cut it with a plastic spoon, like I said.
Bobby Flakes. What else?
Let me tell you, that was good too.
Yeah.
I think to me,
which one you think?
Since I wanted to try something different. Why is the light on?
I don't know.
The door might be still open. Yours or mine? Yeah, I wanted to try something different, but I think sometimes you got to stick exactly to what you know.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you can't be surprised if your stomach go to balling. And so
there we go.
It's a beautiful thing when you can, you know, have the choices to
make choices
to do some things.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is everybody's weekend plans? I don't know. It's supposed to be like 75, 80 degrees this weekend, but not as sunny. Well, they say not sunny, but yet the sun is still out. So I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is.
I think some ice cream would be a good idea. I know I ain't supposed to have it, but guess what? I'm going to tell you all about it. How it make me feel.
Where we going to go?
I'm going right to, I'm about to say, what you call them? I wanted to go to Praline.
Praline's?
But
Cafe?
you know something? What? That didn't make me feel no kind of way.
No.
Because I also didn't get 2 kinds of ice cream. I stuck with one.
Right.
So,
what was the name of it?
But the Cold Stone might work for right now because I know more than likely you probably want to do your Chick-fil-A-ish / Soul de Cafe kind of thing.
You take me Chick-fil-A?
I'll take you there.
When?
But if I go there, I'm going to get a brownie and then we go to Cold Stone and get me a cone. I can stay in the car.
That sounds like a plan.
I can watch that big old butt go walking today. And I eat my ice cream. But yeah, that'll work. So y'all, talk about a couple things here. Yes. Let's talk about how do you know when you feel like you would like to move forward and the job is no longer the assignment God would have you to be in? How do you know when it's time to move?
From a different
It can be your job. It can be a relationship.
Oh, you feel uneasy for one. Like things just doesn't seem the same pattern. Everything has started where things wouldn't normally bother you or agitate you as much. You would just be like, you know, I really don't have to deal with this.
So it don't feel the same.
No, it's definitely a different feeling. If you go to work or wherever you at and you feel uncomfortable in the situation, then you know it's time to move.
Because people they start moving differently towards you.
Right.
It ain't so much you.
It's not so much you.
You outgrowing the situation.
Them.
You don't feel right.
So they, you know, they act throw little slurs.
But they assume you're different.
Right. What is really them.
Got you.
Right. Because you're the same person. It's just the fact that they feel you moving different, so they act different.
They act different.
You're the same person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's perfectly said. And so that being said, I mean, what do you expect? Like when you're growing,
right?
I mean, you're not gonna stay the same size. What kills growth is being smothered, or being stagnant.
This is true.
Sort of like planting a flower or a garden, if you will. If you're not giving it the right amount of nutrients,
right,
it takes more nutrients for it to grow from where you planted it.
Right.
What you used to give it.
Right.
In other words.
So that means you need to water it. That means you need to feed it, to fertilize it, to keep it
like a baby.
Yeah. So, like tilling the ground. There's things you have to do. You can't just plant it and think it's going to grow by itself. You got to give it the right amount of sun, the right amount of shade.
Right.
So that's the same thing applies. So if it's in a relationship, you got to keep moving with it. You can't just stay in one spot and think, oh, well, I'm in it, so that's all I need to do.
Right.
You don't have to contribute anything else. Then it ain't going to go anywhere.
I think people need to really evaluate exactly what they want to do.
Right.
Because if you're no longer feeling comfortable in a situation, that's one thing. But when you know in your heart that something has to be done, you got to do something.
You got to do it.
You got to do it, and don't worry about nothing else or nobody
else. If you know a change has to be made because you don't feel like you're comfortable in the situation longer, then you're just going to have to pick up and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because like I said previously, if you're not happy, you're not going to be able to make anybody else happy. You're just not going to be able to stay on the same page. You have to be on one accord, and you have to be comfortable within yourself as a person to know what you need to do to keep moving forward. But as far as a job placement, if it's a job situation that you feel like, somebody's calling. Yes, I have no idea. So anyway, if it's a job and you feel like you're not being appreciated, or you're being passed up on certain situations, or it's just not so much that you feel ecstatic every time you come to work, but if you get up in the morning and you get up to go to work,
it's a burden,
and it's a burden.
If you
again.
Right, then something is wrong.
Something's not right about that.
And it may not be you.
Right.
Because you're thinking about what do you have to deal with.
Yes.
Being a strong person you are. Right. Because of circumstances or the obstacles that you feel like you're going to have to face.
Right.
And when it's like that, the best thing to do
is move on.
Is jump ship.
Quick and fast.
Quick, fast.
In a hurry.
And in a hurry. Now, that being said, let me give you some diamonds.
Yes.
And we're far from being done right now. But let's talk about health.
Okay.
And fitness. If you eat something and you know that it does not make you feel well,
stop eating it.
Don't eat it again. Don't try it again to see. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna make sure.
You know what? It might not have been that. I might
have
had something else that day.
Could have been something else.
No, it wasn't. It's what you had.
Yep.
And your body told you, don't try this
Don't
again.
do it.
And
but
you
yet you did it anyway.
And most people don't do it 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
They keep putting themselves through it.
Right.
I don't understand that.
Right. And so that's what makes it so weird. It's like when you know something, once you become an adult, it's no excuses.
Right.
You can blame anybody you want, but the blame is on you.
Right. You know it's not working, then do what works.
That's it. And you got to stick with it.
Yeah, don't keep putting stuff in your body if you know you react to certain foods.
It's like, for example, I know tomato sauce does not work well with my stomach.
Yeah.
I know orange juice was a problem.
Yeah, the acid.
The acid. So I cut it off. But when you replace something, you have to incorporate something else.
Right. You're replacing it, not just eliminating it.
Right.
So even though you take it away, you give it something else because your body still craves the calories from it.
Right.
Or the energy or whatever that food gives you. So you do the same thing, but just a different item.
Right. And so it's just exciting to see, how much more you can actually learn and accomplish.
Right.
By just from trial and error.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time I used to work to a company. There was a furniture store by the name of Hollig Myers. I don't know if they still around.
I don't know.
But that was one of the first jobs I actually had fresh out of high school, along with Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, you like moving and Frenching.
And I was 115 pounds, and the supervisor in the warehouse would tell me, "Boy, you ain't strong at all. You might as well have to stay home or whatever." So they let me drive the furniture truck.
Right.
Well, I ended up backing into something because I needed my glasses updated. So it was kind of my problem or my fault, but kind of wasn't because I couldn't see.
Right. Well, then you couldn't see because you had your glasses.
But get this, the person who was training me,
right.
The truck was like 24 feet long, one of the long furniture trucks, the long one.
Right.
Yeah, and oh man, get out the way, man. You must be blind. You can't see nothing. And I almost called names, but anyway, I said, well, you try it, you do it or whatever.
What happened?
How about he jump in the truck and back up? He tell me he got him back. I saw that tree back there. I ain't tell him nothing. Boom. I was on the side. I said, I was outside.
What did he say?
Oh man, you been up the tree. He had to file a police report. Now, what if I was driving? He would have filed a police report on me. So he had to file a company report and a police report.
And he was to blame.
And he was to blame. To see how God can allow things to happen.
But you know you gotta tell him that he was out of the tree.
I saw that tree.
You ain't say nothing.
I ain't say nothing. You know how you supposed to do that, Sean? Come on back.
Come on back.
Come on, turn.
All right.
Stop
right there.
Right there.
Right there. Right there.
Well, this part never happened.
You just kept saying,
come on. I put that hand down and there's boom. Boy, I was laughing. Dropped my glasses and everything, picking up big Bible.
I thought you said you couldn't see.
That's why I couldn't see. My prescription wasn't updated. That's why I couldn't see.
I can't. That's not nice.
Yeah. So it was a beautiful day in the suburbs here.
Yes.
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
What else I want to see? If y'all interested in getting some money, now would be the best time to borrow, because interest rates is at an all-time low. Now would be a good time because interest rates are so low.
Right.
If you feel
houses and cars,
cars, personal loans, line of credits or whatever. I met
just
somebody.
Not gas.
Not gas, but you can use that money to pay for some gas. You can get a gas card if you want.
Yeah.
But you make sure your score is over 680 now. But yeah, let me give you the diamond I was thinking about. I just got a little sidetracked because I'm so excited. I feel pretty good. I don't know nobody who's watching us,
right,
who can't say they benefit from something we said.
Right. There's no way, because all we do is encourage and give you diamonds and gems
for free.
For free.
For free.
For free. All you have to do is follow what we're saying, and you can see your life change in so many different ways. But you gotta do more besides hear. You gotta listen and do as well.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes you can pull out a pad and pencil or a pen and just jot down some notes.
Just write down.
Let me tell you how to get some money. But yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say, and jot it down. And when you jotting down the notes, put your name in place of what you're trying to accomplish as you jotting it down.
If you want to get some free money, I call it free, meaning you didn't work for it.
Okay.
Let's say it takes you 60 to 90 days to get $5,000-$10,000. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Just by signing a couple of documents and making sure you made only 3 on-time payments.
Yeah.
And paid your card off or your loan.
Right.
For three cycles.
Months?
Or 3 cycles. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it worth it to get $5,000 or $10,000?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's worth it.
So it's not
as long
hard.
As you can pay back now.
Yeah, because even if it's $150, $200, $300 a month, right? Say if you got 4 years to pay it off.
Right.
If they give you $5,000 or $10,000, just replace
your payments ain't gonna be much.
Yeah, just replace it with the money that you was going to use to spend for something else anyway.
Right.
It's called leverage.
Yeah. And then get money back off of that because you get points from spending it.
That and something called compound interest.
Exactly.
And that's a different situation. Basis. But card, and you can get your money back. So some people can say, okay, well, how to know when they can use their credit cards? A lot of y'all doing it wrong, which is why y'all credit score drop. There's a difference between a due date and a statement date. A due date, say if your card due on the 10th of every month.
Right.
And your payment is $55 a month.
Right.
Well, I would say pay your card on the 9th. Just in case they report it early.
Right.
But you got a 2-day grace period.
You do.
I'm telling you what banks don't tell y'all.
Because normally the 3rd day or the 4th day,
that's
that's
when
your
they're going to
statement
reflect.
date.
Yeah, right.
So that's when it's
go to the bureaus.
Reflect to the bureau on your credit report that you'll see that's updated, even though you paid it on the 9th.
And you ain't gonna see it then. But if you use the same card you paid your bill, but you used the card too soon. If that makes sense.
Correct. So you have to wait until you see that statement date saying that basically it's closed out, and the next payment date should say for the following month. If you use it before that happens, you're not gonna report good.
And you see it on your credit report too. It's still gonna show late.
Yeah, it's gonna show late, and it's also gonna show that you use more, which your utilization.
It's gonna tank.
That's it.
So it's gonna drop between 30 to 40 points.
Exactly.
Just because you did pay the bill.
Right.
Good job.
Right.
Kudos. But the problem is
you use it.
You use it too soon. Oh, you had to wait 2 days. That's
2
it.
2 days.
2 days after your grace period.
Right.
So if you wanted to use it, just wait till the 14th.
Correct.
Because your grace period, mind you, the due date I said on the 10th.
Right.
The grace period 2 days after that.
So
maybe 3, depending on the bank or the card.
So that means
so
they'll
14th.
They'll send it the 12th or 13th.
Right.
You won't see it until the 14th.
Right.
But when they see it, when they send it, you got your credit card statement. You'll see that it's not due again until the following month.
And then you can use it as you wish,
right,
much as you want.
Right.
But until the following month, then you can do the same thing over and over
again. But
revolving.
Right. But if you use it before that statement date, not good. That payment is just like you never made it.
Right.
It's gonna go right back down, and they're gonna charge you interest on top of that.
And ask me how I know, because we've done it before.
Yeah.
And they called trial and error. Nobody taught us none of this stuff that we're giving y'all for free.
Exactly. We had to figure it out for ourselves, because there was no way for us to be like, wait, I just made the payment, and then we didn't pay minimums, we paid more.
Right.
Than was
a little extra.
A little extra. So that they say accepted payment.
Yeah, you did.
Right. It's accepted payment, but then along with the payment, they pulled out interest charges. And some of these credit card companies do it on the cash you take out. And all your purchases.
Oh, they slick. Some of them slick.
So they give you 2 type of interest charge on one thing.
Oh yeah, a lot of them slick.
And if you do it before your statement date,
tank.
It's just as if you didn't make a payment.
That's it.
I'm telling you what I know.
So that's one. And the other one, like I said, if you're gonna apply for a new credit card, just say,
right,
I get to a loan in a little bit, but I ain't gonna give y'all everything right now, because
you gotta keep something.
Yeah, you gotta keep something back. And an ebook would happen.
Right.
But I can tell you stuff that nobody else told you on how to get the bag. I know how to get the money. That I know.
Right.
But let's just say, if you wanted to get a new credit card, I know some banks that will allow you to get 3 credit cards off one soft pull. You even got to get a hard inquiry. And if you get a hard inquiry, they'll use the same inquiry for the other approvals.
Wow.
And it's not going to the other approvals not going to show up on your credit report, only just the one. Wow. So let's assume you got approved for 3 credit cards for $10,000
each.
Let's just say.
Jeez.
Guess what? That's only one hard pull.
Right. Remember,
one hard inquiry.
6 in a year.
Yep, you're allotted 6. So let's assume you do that same play, depending on what your profile look like, and depending on your hard inquiries, you can make some free money.
True, but I don't advise you.
Whether you use it or not.
I don't advise you take out 3 credit cards back to back through different companies right behind each other.
That being said, here's another back to back diamond. You can change your due date as much as you like.
Yeah.
Now, some companies, some banks will charge you.
Right.
Some banks give you a certain amount of time you can do it.
Right.
But again, I know some banks that you can do it many times you want.
Times,
but you wouldn't want to do that because you're mixing up your cycle.
Right.
So your mind gonna remember, man, it's due on the 6th.
Right.
Or maybe the 13th. Then you're gonna remember.
Then you're gonna forget.
You can
what
forget.
Day you change it to. So it's best to. I mean, you can change it, but don't do it repeatedly over and over again.
The majority of our cards are due between the 1st and the 10th.
That's it.
Most of the updates on our credit report happens between the 1st and the 10th.
Yeah.
Anything else after that is like little simple lower limit cards or whatever or something like that.
So mostly everybody's expenses. Expenses and everything else is normally due by the 10th of every month. So if you set it up where it all comes out, then you have more finances coming in, because you won't have to use it for this, that. It's just, that's kind of crazy. The 1st, the 2nd, 7th, the 10th. How
to keep up with all that.
How you going to keep up with that?
And you want most of your cards to read around the same time. Like I'm telling you, between the 1st and the 10th, I know on the 2nd or the 3rd, it's going to be on the credit reports. Boom.
Right.
The 3rd and the 7th, it's going to be on credit reports. Boom.
Right.
And then from the 7th to the 11th or the 13th, it's going to show, boom. That's for both of us. So then, we already know. We done read.
Yeah.
So then technically after the 10th or the 13th, for the most part,
good.
Shoot, you can.
We gravy.
You can do what you want.
Exactly.
Because it's already read.
Yep.
But if we helping y'all, man, I ain't going to give you all this for free. Like this, I'm not going to continue doing that. It's just too much good information. Yeah. And I'm telling you.
That's just off of some
That's just off the strength. We just telling you the credit card. Now, when you talking about the loans, as far as unsecured funding and stuff like that, I can tell anybody within 3 to 6 months how to get at least $20,000 to $30,000 unsecured. And I know the banks ain't got the relationships with the people who actually run the banks. I'm talking vice presidents and the branch managers or whatever who know me personally, who's looking for referrals just by calling my name. So I'm, again, that'll be part of the ebook. The ebook with the referrals, free referrals or whatever. And like I said, at least I can charge $15, $20 or something like that. On a consultant basis, that's one-on-one pricing. But yeah, it's just easy, man. I wish people, if I had somebody like us or somebody like me years ago,
you was coming along,
man, shoot, I would have been a multi millionaire.
Yeah, just to have it.
I didn't say I wasn't.
Just to have it.
I'm just saying I would have been a multi. I ain't saying that. That I ain't, and I ain't gonna tell you if I is.
You're a mess. That's what you is.
Well, let's just say I'm better than I was.
You're a mess. That's what you is.
We is better than we was.
Yes.
No more loony sandwiches.
No more beanie weenies.
No more beanie weenie.
Beanie weenies good.
Man, shoot. That's a good eating. But y'all, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Yes. See the sun?
I don't think we coming back on here no more today.
We'll see.
We'll see. We say that a couple times before.
And then we end up right back on there.
What do you have to say?
What do I have to say? I think we told the people where the Realians everything there is to say for the day.
What your shirt say?
My shirt says, buckets never stop.
That means you got to keep winning.
That's right.
That means if it never stopped, that's the overflow.
That's it.
That's more than enough.
Keep dunking them. Keep
that's
dunking
it.
them over and over again.
Keep coming. Overflow.
Never stop.
That's the word for the day.
Overflow.
Overflow. I'm going to title this video Overflow.
That's it. Never stop.
That's great that you guys keep tuning in. The goal is 1,000 videos from now to 2022.
That's it.
We should be very close to the 100.
We almost at 100, and we're gonna have a surprise.
Bash. We're gonna have something good
when we get to 100. We almost there though.
Oh yeah. But y'all, we love y'all. We will talk to y'all soon.
Talk to you later.